Well, I love that on this Holy Week edition of the God Squad pod that we're doing things that would piss off the fundamentalist fuckwits real bad, because we've got womanist scholarship, we've got queer femme scholarship, and we got F-bombs galore.
Yes.
And
F-bombs.
Oh, F-bombs. I thought you said bath bombs. And I was like, ooh, okay, interesting. Let's go there.
No, F-bombs. I say fuck a lot, everybody. And you know, and those kinds of things are the kinds of things that Christian nationalists who every time they open their mouth just about betray Jesus or deny Jesus. And that's the story of today. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think we got to be careful with I feel like I need to be careful with the us and them. Because if I do my work, God knows, you know, even in the midst of this, I'm going to find myself sometimes on the end of that too. Like I am not always doing that work well with whom I believe Jesus to be, with how I believe Jesus is calling me in, you know. So, and this is to your original question. This is, I think, some of the work that we can do as, you know, Christians and progressive Christians in the world. Those of us who are in this place of like, do I have the stamina, the resilience, the readiness? Like if you don't, we build it. And if you do, then then we start reaching to the them, you know, and the thems who are, you know, in the middle, not necessarily the thems who are already proclaiming out the way, but you get to like a small church in the middle of a hill town and you're going to find everybody in that pew. Everybody,
absolutely.
You know, so this is our work.
Yeah. So I'm talking about more of the William Wolfs and the Kevin Roberts of the world and the Russell Boats and those kind of people who it would take a miracle. I want all of those people to repent and go, man, I don't know what book I was reading or what I was thinking, but I have found Jesus. I had my come to Jesus moment, and I am sorry and I repent. I started off in a place, I was telling Chris backstage, I grew up Southern Baptist, so I had a lot of repenting to do. There was a lot of toxic masculinity in that world. There was definitely racism in that world. And oh my God, the LGBTQ bigotry in that world that was thrust upon me and that I took hook, line, and sinker because some preacher in a pulpit told me that that's the way it was supposed to be.
Right.
And I don't know why God's grace shone on me, and I've been able to get past some of those things and continue to work on those things. And I clearly have work to do because I get mad at those kinds of people who are willfully hurting others, and they're trying to do it from this massive top-down executive level thing. And I don't know what my role is there as a very imperfect follower of Jesus, and what scales need to fall from my eyes when I look at Kevin Roberts. Because all I see is a smug asshole. And I have a hard time seeing the humanity behind the smugness and the hate mongering and all of that. So take me to church, y'all.